What's up guys and welcome back to my channel. Now, since my content is super original and has never been done before, we're going to be attempting something new. And that something new is Kayn. Getting into Kayn's abilities, first up, base form. His E allows you to go through walls. His Q is a dash and spin that does damage. His W is a line that does damage, and his ult is big damage slam. Moving on, Rhaast. His E is the same as base form. His Q is a dash spin that heals. His W knocks out the enemy, and his ult is big damage slam with a heal. And finally, moving on to the best assassin in the game, Shadow Assassin. Now, Shadow Assassin's E lets you move really fast through walls. His Q is huge damage in a spin. His W is even more damage in a line, and his ult is even more fucking damage. Early game with Kayn can be very difficult. You have to make sure that you are keeping up with CS while also ganking lanes, but you gotta make sure that the lanes you gank are giving you the correct orbs. Melee for red and ranged for blue. A good way to secure very early orbs and kills is to invade.
That's so fun.
What the fuck? As I was saying before, invading is one of the best ways to get early orbs. But you gotta make sure that you are invading properly and don't give the enemy kills. One thing you want to avoid in particular is taking 2 tower shots and then getting flash ignited by the enemy support.
You're so bad.
Now that we've gone through the introduction, sorta, let's move on to lesson 1, the WQ combo. Kayn's K is one of the most versatile in the game with its high movement speed and insane amounts of damage. The WQ combo is most effectively used in quick succession when you have a decent amount of items and are targeting a relatively squishy target. The fastest way to kill someone with this combo is to use your E to gain movement speed and then WQ into the enemy, killing them too fast for them to even react. And you may be asking yourself, what to do if I run into more than one enemy, and you know what I say to that?
No.
I say that you're an impatient little Anyway, as I was saying, use your ult to reset the cooldown on both your W and your Q. As you can see, I wait in my ult as the abilities come back up and I'm able to one-shot the Pantheon. Many of the fights that you will take will be around objectives, and many times you will see the enemies grouping up around them. This is the perfect time to use the combo, because of the high burst damage. You will most likely kill more than one enemy and set your team up to win the fight, and later, take the objective. The next question that you may have is what to do if you're behind in kills, and the simple answer to that is to kill the ADC in support, of course. Guys, I think I may have broken the brand in vain. They just type in chat every single time I kill them. Another thing you can implement into this combo is your flash. This spell allows you to catch up to enemies that are way in front of you to be able to deal the finishing blow. This technique is so powerful that you can literally cause the enemy to start blaming the game. Well, and then there's Vayne. Another really cool thing about this technique is that every time you use it, you become even stronger. So the next time you fight them, you kill them even faster. Look at this brand. I've killed him so many times by this point that he's began to compliment me. You will catch a lot of enemies out of position by using your E to travel through the enemy's jungle like this brand. After you've killed them enough times, they just continue to complain. Look at this idiot complaining about Kayn while playing one of the most annoying champs in the game. Lesson 2. Tower diving the enemy. This technique can be used throughout the entire game. It can be very useful early game to secure orbs, or in the late game to get more kills. Just make sure that you don't die. Anyway, that last clip cut off before I could kill the Teemo, but this technique becomes even stronger when you're with your team. As you can see, we kill the Draven with ease even while he's under his own tower. Don't be fooled though, your team is not necessary to tower dive, especially on squishy targets that are already on low HP. Tower diving this Vayne may look impossible, but don't worry. If you didn't already know, Blue Kayn is one of the tankiest champs in the game that can take multiple tower shots after killing his enemies. What did I say? They weren't even close to killing me in that fight. Recently, one of my good friends, Danny, he also has a YouTube channel, link in bio by the way, he informed me that Kayn was genetically engineered to kill Senna. So if you ever see Senna picked in your games, feel free to laugh at them before you kill them 20,000 times a game. Split pushing with Kayn can also be really effective, unless of course, 4 enemies collapse on you at the same time. You know what? Let's just ignore what I said before, it doesn't really matter. But you know what does matter? Early game. You already get a huge power spike when you finally do get your form, but this spike will be even stronger if you can get kills before you get your form. Alright, so for this clip, I'm just gonna let Danny take it away.
Alright, Jake, I want you to do me a favor. Go in and die. Not my list.
Okay, wait, I need
that's
okay, I'm going in.
too late over and over again.
Going in.
And look at Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out! Jake's every item on the planet seems to not kill him.
And yeah, to sum it all up, Danny is a good League of Legends player. Your ult can also be used to wait for your team to come help you in teamfights. As you can see, I wait inside of the Vayne before finally activating the ult and killing Vayne, but by that point, my team has already arrived and then we win the teamfight with ease. Just remember to always target squishies in teamfights since you do crazy amounts of damage to low health enemies. Lesson 3. Rhaast. Rhaast's kit allows you to survive much longer in teamfights with his crazy healing abilities. When fighting on objectives such as Rift Herald, your main goal is to secure that objective, so if a teamfight starts, make sure that you secure the objective first and then engage into the fight. His passive allows him to heal with his Q and W, while his ult heals him on a different scale on top of his passive. The mythic item that Rhaast builds, which is Gore Drinker, also heals him when used. All of these tools together make prolonged fights very suitable for Rhaast to take, unlike Shadow Assassin. Rhaast can easily take fights against multiple enemies because of the way his healing scales with his attack damage. His ult can be used if you think the enemy is going to run away, because you will follow him wherever he goes, so when you finally pop out, you are right next to him and there to kill him. Once you finish fighting the person that you ulted, you can also use your Q to catch up to other enemies and your W to knock them up to slow them down before finally finishing them off. Rhaast has incredible 1v5 potential even against teams that have more than one tank. As you can see, I'm easily able to take out the Olaf, and then I'm able to get 2 more kills after that before finally being taken out. Even this fight had way more potential if I had played it better. As you can see, I forgot to use Gore Drinker, which heals a lot of your health back, especially if surrounded by more than one enemy. If I had used this properly, I may have been able to kill all 5 of the enemies. Teamfights in the jungle can be very beneficial to Rhaast because of his high movement speed and insane amounts of healing in fights. Sometimes you just gotta take advantage of the enemy's stupidity. People will see how much more health they have than you and think that they will be able to kill you without realizing how much Rhaast heals. And by the time they realize their mistake, it's already too late. Akali tries to stop this with Zonyas, but the power of the spin cycle is just too much. Wait, what the hell is going on? Hey, what are you doing? Wake up! Well, sorry, I must have fallen asleep while I was recording the Kayn video. I was actually just dreaming about how good this video is going to come out with all these great Kayn clips I've been getting. What do you mean, good clips? You suck at this game. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe learned a thing or two about how strong Kayn can be. And to finally close the video out, I'm going to leave you on one of Kayn's in-game voice lines.
With this much aura at my command, my empire is invincible!